Good morning and welcome to the news from UTV. 3 men are to appear in court in Londonderry later in connection with an arson attack at the weekend. The charges relate to an incident where flammable liquid was poured through the letterbox of a house in Harty Court at Ballymacroarty and set alight. A woman and her 10-year-old son were woken up by their pet dog and rescued by firefighters early on Saturday morning. The men aged 18, 20 and 38 are facing charges of arson with intent to endanger life. And a man's been arrested after 4 people were injured in an accident on the M1. It happened on the Blaris on-slip at Sprucefield in the early hours of this morning. 2 women and a man were taken to the Royal Victoria Hospital in Belfast for treatment. Another woman was taken to Lagan Valley Hospital. A 21-year-old man has been arrested for dangerous driving, causing grievous bodily injury. There are hopes of a possible breakthrough in the Aer Lingus pilots dispute over the airline's planned Belfast hub. The company's chief executive, Dermot Mannion, has invited the pilots' union to talks aimed at addressing their concerns surrounding the move. The Irish Airline Pilots Association hopes to discuss the invitation later. The decision to transfer the Heathrow route to Belfast has prompted fears of job losses at Shannon. Aer Lingus is seeking to recruit up to 30 pilots for its Belfast International Airport operation as part of a £100 million investment. The move has sparked protests with fears of job losses at Shannon. Police believe 2 separate robberies in Belfast at the weekend in which flammable liquid was poured over staff may be linked. The first attack happened at a bookmaker's on Ravenhill Avenue on Saturday evening. 2 men demanded money and poured petrol over the premises and staff members. They left empty-handed. An off-licence in Agincourt Avenue was robbed shortly afterwards. 2 armed men threatened staff before taking money, alcohol and cigarettes. About 200 staff at Ulster Carpets in County Armagh are to be balloted on strike action after unions rejected a 4% pay offer. They said workers at the Portadown factory are angry as the company is about to announce record profits. The firm said they'd made a fair offer and urged staff to consider the deal. It said it was a matter of regret that the union issued a statement before the workforce was informed about the status of negotiations. Turning to sport, and Northern Ireland boss Nigel Worthington has handed Chris Baird the captain's armband for their European qualifier with Liechtenstein on Wednesday night at Windsor Park. The Fulham defender is standing in for the injured Aaron Hughes. Meanwhile, Worthington has been hit by further injuries. He'll be without the services of both Damien Johnson and Johnny Evans. As a result, Stuart Elliott and Sean Webb of Ross County have been drafted into the squad. It was a great weekend for motorcycling fans with the Ulster Grand Prix on Saturday, followed by World Motocross action at Moneyglass. While the weather hampered proceedings at Dundrod, riders at yesterday's prestigious motocross meeting enjoyed some much-needed sunshine. Claire McCollum reports.
The Motocross Grand Prix of Northern Ireland has been coming here for the past few years, but this was the first time the world-class event was staged at the newly prepared Moneyglass track. The perfect place then for Italian Tony Caroli to bag a double win and secure the MX2 world title.
Yeah, I'm very happy to get the second title. 2 years ago I won my first, and now last year I finished second. This year I have back the #1 place. So win here in Highland is also nice because the track it's really nice, and I like so much ride in this track. Today the organization will work really hard and make the track really good, and it's nice to ride on this track at the moment.
Locally, Martin Barr was disappointed with his performance in race 1, but he did himself proud in the second leg of the MX2 World Championship. The Ballyclare rider ended up in 14th position, but unlike Caroli, he would have been happier if the track itself had been a little drier.
The track is fantastic, just a pity. If it was dry, it would have been really good racing. All them jumps and stuff would have been brilliant for the spectators, but you know, it's just the way it is, so we just have to get on with it.
Well, that's all for now. We'll have more on the lunchtime news at 5 minutes to 2. Do join us then.
UTV Weather is sponsored by Progressive's Premium Saver, the instant access account that sees your savings grow.
The weather looks mostly dry for the next couple of days, but there'll be a chilly north wind to start the week. The last of the showery rain will soon move away to the south of Ulster, leaving much brighter skies this afternoon. Tonight will be mostly dry with clear spells inland. Lowest temperatures will be around 9 Celsius, but the north winds will make it feel colder. Tomorrow should be fine and dry for most parts of Northern Ireland with some sunshine. Top temperatures will be around 19 Celsius, but it'll feel rather chilly in the wind. Now let's have a look at the summary.
The UTV weather is sponsored by Progressive, your homegrown building society.
If you would like more information about the weather for today and the week ahead, you can call us on 09001 50 55 50.